from beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Miami Dolphins. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Tua. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Dancing to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. On play action, Allen. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1.
brings up second and goal.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. DJ Moore with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Dolphins nothing.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, it's Taylor.
4-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. But my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it, because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to pass. Tua. And throw right side complete to Parker. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Tackled at the 34-yard
The
line.
run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And it is now 21-0.
Is good. Makes the
21-0 our score after 1.
Nothing. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the
kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Not much there, only a yard.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll run with Taylor. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Atlanta.
Allen off the play fake. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Falcons take over first and 10. At their
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
So still 14 yards to go, second down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Airing it out, looking for... And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tua going to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 40.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
First down.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. A quick throw complete out to Isabella. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. Now Allen off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Wildcat. He was brought down at the 4-yard line.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And now they'll throw with Allen being chased out left. He'll fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Recovered by the...
I'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Taylor, and he's going to let it go deep. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down.
Incomplete.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Miami. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. They'll run on 1st down. Samuel, and he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Isabella on the return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10. At their own.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On play action, Allen. Oh, and it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
2nd and 12.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash.
49 yards.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
He's tackled.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked out up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard. When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Buying time to his left. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Curtis Samuel with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Dolphins 7. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the ex-Dolphin, Minka Fitzpatrick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after, right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and...
They run once more with Taylor. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line.
Ball carrier.
3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Here's Tua. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Chase Claypool. His first touchdown on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Falcons 49. Dolphins 7.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Back now in Miami. The Dolphins on third down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is third down and 12. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Tua on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. He's going to try and do this himself. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Short of the goal line.
Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. first and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Dolphins.
Allen now looks to throw. Rolling to his, and they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Off the play fake. Allen. Flushed out right. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Touchdown.
DJ Moore with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Falcons add on. Now the try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Falcons 56, Dolphins 7.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
The 21-yard line.
Tua to try again on second down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
On third and long, it's Tagovailoa. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Throwing again. Allen. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown.
Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And this offense continues to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Dolphins take over first and 10.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
4th down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And he's got room. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. All they needed was a yard there for the 4th down conversion, but they got to that 2nd level and got a whole lot more than that.
And how many times have we seen this on 4th down? Defense stacks up near the line of scrimmage. If you pop there, you can go a long way, and that's exactly what we just saw.
He's brought down by...
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and...
From the gun, it's Tua.
33-yard line.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Dancing to his left. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
On the keeper.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own
about set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And that one is incomplete. It stops the clock now with 15 seconds remaining. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
could not finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Falcons, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500 at 8-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.